And my question was, well, why? Why send them back? So if a person comes in the United States under TPS and they have little ones, well, I guess, even though they're trying to get rid of the birthright, right now are U.S. citizens, but they want to get rid of that too, this administration.
Don't we have?
What's your choice? Are you going to separate the children from the parent? Or are you going to force the child back into the cesspool that Haiti presents? Let's not forget that Haiti, at least the capital for sure, is not run by the government. It's run by the gangs. It's on a block-by-block basis. Okay, temporary. It's temporary. What don't you understand about temporary? Good point. Are you going to send children back there because, well, that's what the law allows? And, sorry, but that's what the law says? That's a really good question, Raj.
This is where I wish the asylee and refugee status made an allowance for drug violence sponsored by American drug demand. I don't think you could do it for all drug violence, but Central and South America and Haiti certainly, they are recipients of American money for drugs. And we bear some moral culpability for the environment that has been formed. And if we could change our laws to reflect that, I think that would be very, very just. Because it is American drug demand that drives this instability. I have a friend. Gary, did you ever hear of a guy named Judge Hinojosa? He's the chief of the Southern District down in Texas.
No.
I say that because I don't know if anyway, I grew up with him. We called him Uncle Carter growing up. And he said to me, one of the things that was something he said to people almost all the time when they were in front of him as a federal judge for smuggling or drug trafficking cases was, don't you understand what you're doing? Don't you understand that American money pays for this? Don't you understand the money that goes into Mexican government, Mexican politicians' pockets, or Honduran pockets, or Guatemalan pockets, or Haitian pockets, comes from American bank accounts?
The government is culpable on a lot of nonsense like that, Marshall. We knew that.
I guess what I mean is, I wish the law reflected that, because it would be so much more just. Because we, as a country, would have to take account for what our drug demand did to other countries.
Well, it goes beyond just our drug demand. I don't know what percentage of the drugs in Haiti, frankly, but
probably not a ton.
But the United States is culpable in many cases. I know Barbie is like a resident expert on that. I don't know if that's why you came up, Barbie, but I know you are. So I want to give a tip of the hat to you on it as I discuss it. Remember Eric Holder allowing the stolen guns to go into Mexico in order to track them?
Yeah, that's
right. And now in New Mexico, you may know, the story just broke, that because the Associated Press, and enemies of the enemy of the state, the reporters, the Associated Press broke a story in which it was revealed that the Drug Enforcement Administration was aware of large amounts of fentanyl that were being distributed on the streets and in the communities of New Mexico. But even though they were aware of it, they did not take enforcement action because they wanted to follow the trail and get to the big drug dealers. So they allowed people to overdose and die in New Mexico in their search for, the guys, that are purportedly behind it all. And the governor of Mexico yesterday announced a lawsuit against the DEA for that because failed to protect his community. And I think that's going to be a very interesting one. But the point is, a lot of these problems that cause people to come to the United States under temporary protective status, the conditions that they are in are a result directly of U.S. policies. The regimes that we prop up for whatever moment of convenience that we have, the way we look aside and don't pay attention to the treatments of the people. Look at how before he became our enemy, and the reason he became our enemy had nothing to do with really anything that happened there. It was an excuse. Saddam Hussein.
Shouldn't we be culpable for that?
We are.
I know we're not legal. And no, we're not, right? Not legal.
You're underwater. You're underwater, Marshall. You're underwater. But so many, look at Noriega. He was our guy until he wasn't. There's so many in his. And then when the people from these countries seek temporary protective status, we say, well, you're allowed in here temporarily, but we're going to send you back, and that's your problem. We have no culpability in what's happening in your country. I don't know. A lot of people are big on borders and how important it is for us to maintain our way of life and not allow people from other places to have influence on how we operate, and I think there's substance to that. I think of John Lennon's song Imagine as well, though, and I know this is utopic and unrealistic, but imagine if we were one community of human beings, if the borders didn't matter, if the governments didn't matter, and we were as concerned about our fellow human beings in Haiti as we are about our fellow human beings in Texas or in New York. Just imagine if that were the case. Would we be better off? Maybe not, because that would presuppose no borders, etc., etc. Or maybe it just presupposes an attitude change. I don't know. Not the topic of the room, but I think it's kind of related. Raj, did you have more?
Yeah, one quick one and I'll pass. Don't we have a DACA case coming up this cycle too?
Yes, we do.
So that could be a large part of this as well.
Yeah. I think we're going to be discussing Supreme Court decisions over the next several days. I think Monday will be the next day that they come.
Monday they should dump the birthright and a couple of other things.
The voting thing too. So.
Yeah, because they're gonna they'll go on break in July, recess in July. So I think July 1st or 2nd they're in recess.
Do they get as much time off as members of Congress? Because I've been trying to get a job as a congressman just for one term so that I could get some kind of Chinese government honeypot to try to influence me again.
You should have told us. That way we could have used the critical thinking form to get you elected. It's been a lot of fun.
Right.
We'd have gotten you the member from New Jersey.
But I just saw an analysis that they spend as much time off the job as they do on the job. So I just was wondering whether the Supremes get to do that too. In all of my adult life, and of course as all of my non-adult life during my schooling, I never got time off like these guys do. So they get off in July. That's great. I wish I had a job like that. Thank you, Marshall. Thank you, Raj. And we'll go to Agent, followed by Barbie.
Wow, Gary, it's great to be here. It's interesting to me just how people get so worked up, I guess, invested in the nuances of immigration policy in the U.S. I can tell you, I think that I've been an immigrant 3 times, 3 different countries in my life, and I've nationalized to one of them. And I always came with complete humility and understanding that I could be removed from the country at a moment's notice. I could have all my status canceled and whatever. That they owed me nothing. I was grateful to have the different statuses that I did get. I'm just very grateful for that, and tried to be as, I guess, valuable and useful and attractive to the society as I possibly could. And I understood that the place that I came from, all these things were part of the package, part of the baggage potentially that pluses and minuses that I brought with me, not just who I was and my soul and am I a nice person, but it's the whole thing. And I understood with total humility if, the U.S., there's some policy, this and that. And it did at different times. Another place I wanted to immigrate to, it has been a significant handicap, the fact that I'm a U.S. citizen, in order to get in there. So this is just part of being a person in the world, and it's incredible to me just how worked up Americans get about making sure that people from countries with a lot of problems in some cases, how important it is that they ensure that these people are guaranteed a spot, or that even if they're not legally, they're kind of already here, they're physically present already, therefore, how will we manage to enforce the law? We couldn't possibly enforce the law against them. This would be, we couldn't possibly exercise basic, public services to detain people or deport people or give them the notice even that they have to leave. This would be a war crime. This would be a crime against humanity if you were to serve papers on someone, or if they're in violation of the law, possibly use an officer of the law to enforce that. I mean, I don't know what to say. It just seems to me that the Supreme Court made a pretty, which should be a non-controversial decision, that something, I guess, that had basically in the law implied or otherwise been fall to the executive branch to have some discretion of how many asylum there are, or to basically set their own policy with this. And I think Marshall's point earlier, if we want something different, then you could take the extreme measure of impeaching the court because out of some bizarre claim that they're not doing their job in a good faith way, that they're actually criminals, or they're just incompetent at their job, because how could so many justices have come up with such an egregious, the level of corruption is that deep that we have to impeach them? Or that just Congress, if it's so important that people not be allowed to, or that everyone be allowed in, and so on and so forth, that the actual legislatures who make the laws and so forth could bring about such laws that, as it is under their purview, what the immigration policy, what the parameters around that are. They actually make the laws, they can change the laws. But instead we can just talk about, how evil Trump is, or how evil the Supreme Court, how racist everybody is who lives in the country, that, someone would make policy that certain countries maybe are a little bit down the rankings compared to others as far as and maybe have to go through a bit more due diligence, or have some other hurdles in order to be granted status. I mean, I don't know what to tell people, Gary. I do think people should travel more, and I think they should actually, it would be good for them to try to immigrate to some other countries if or having these concerns, and just see what the world is actually like once they leave their political bubbles that they've become so attached to.
I'm immigrating to China because life is so much better there.
It's great, actually. I really like China.
That's what I hear, actually, that they actually have some cities that they just built that were from ground up, the total technology based cities. It's smart cities, I guess they call them. And there's one about, I guess, 100 miles outside of Beijing that I really want to visit. Actually, I said it initially kind of facetiously, but that's one city that I would really like to see with my own eyes and experience it. 12 decisions, by the way, next week, the final week of this session of the Supremes, including birthright, and two that test the limits of executive authority, one on transgender athlete bans, a number of them on voting rights and midterm election rules, several Second Amendment rulings. It totals into 12. It should be a very interesting week, and it'll allow us to interject topics that do not begin with Trump today said on Truth Social.
Gary, one of the privileges you have as a U.S. passport holder, you're eligible to apply for a multi-entry visa into China. For 10 years, multi-entry, you could go 60 days at a time, just come and go as much as you want. And that is you, because you're an American citizen. It's not like a guaranteed right, you have to apply, but that's something unique that many other countries, most other even very wealthy, strong countries don't get that privilege with China. So you should look into it.
Yeah, it just means that I have to be doing the critical thinking forum in the middle of the night. Thank you, Agent. We'll go to Barbie, followed by Denise.
Hi.
Hi.
I missed the very first part of the discussion.
And it was all about you, and you missed it, but
Of course. And I actually, something Marshall said that made me want to contribute, but I will get to that in a second, because I know the minute I bring it up, we're going to start going down. I'll start arguing with Marshall or something. No, actually, I really want to know what he thinks about something. But I just want to say I've been to probably close to 40 countries. Actually had the multiple entry visa to China, and nevertheless, I think that some of what was just shared is, I don't know, it's kind of like having someone walk in to a room who's got who's bruised and battered and bleeding and is sitting there for triage, and someone else says to them, just take an aspirin. It just feels like to think that obviously there's people that are disingenuous on all sides and ridiculous and overreacting, and that's just a fact. But to think that some of the issues that are happening with immigration is just because people, they don't want people to be served a document. Yeah, it would be nice if people were served documents. That's not what happens. So there's been so many violations. So it just is like, I'm sorry, I'm still a little stuck on what the previous person shared. It just felt so completely separated from the reality of what's happening, what people are suffering, what they're enduring. I was just talking to someone, actually, a friend of a friend. No, I was talking to someone related to me by marriage, not birth, and who was visiting with someone else in the state of Georgia who has a friend, a very good friend of theirs, who was arrested by ICE. And the first-hand, well, to me, I guess it would be second or third hand, but I do believe them. Some of the anecdotes about them being gotten up at 1 in the morning in the middle of winter, made to stand in cells that had water on the floor in freezing temperatures and then having papers waved at them, telling them to sign away certain things so that they can just, it's actual torture. So, yeah, let me move on from that. And Gary, thank you for what you said about the American, and also this is Marshall, what you said, you made a really good point in what you said about American responsibility or the government responsibility for so much of the misery and problems that actually happen in other countries and then get blow back on us. I don't have anything more to say on that right now. I'm definitely not an expert, but I'm probably a lot closer to the situation than most people here. So, but what I wanted to ask Marshall about is, Marshall, you did say that, you know, you wish there were some laws that would hold America, or that the laws would.
Yes, ma'am. I wish there was something that held the U.S. population accountable for our participation in the corruption and civil wars that were riven by the money we sent south to those cartels.
Yeah.
Because
not
they
just,
wouldn't
and not
have,
just that, of course, I'm
yes,
sure,
ma'am.
as you know, it's obviously the installation of all the dictators in our.
Yes, ma'am. Installation of all the dictators, the messing around in South
You and I agree on
America.
this, but Marshall, here's the thing though, what I'm wondering though is, the minute, and I appreciate that you're like open about this, and I know we've talked about it before, but what's the struggle for me is, you're saying, we agree, but you are not representative of the majority of Republicans. And I know it's not a monolithic group, we've also discussed that in the past, and there's all kinds of, but it would take away, the minute you start saying, well, we have some responsibility here, folks. Now that introduces a level of reason that politics can't actually handle. Because that would mean some compromise, that would mean some that would mean not vilifying. So I'm really curious, do you have any thoughts on what that would look like practically? Like, let's say, Ted Cruz is going to introduce some kind of bill. What would it look like in practicality? Or is that just a dream?
I think that
we think about it and come back to it. Sorry.
Well, I'd like to give you a first impression. I'd like to do two things. Give you my first impression, which is unconsidered, and then come back to it and give you a considered impression. I had a professor that used to say, your first impression is important, but it's not the most important answer you'll give me. So I want to give you the important answer, and then I want to give you the really important answer tomorrow. My important answer is, it would look like taking in people who really had a problem more than what we allow in our metering of immigration. So if we say, I don't know the actual number off the top of my head, but say we take in 100,000 Guatemalans as just what we do every year. Well, we're gonna up that to 200,000 Guatemalans, and those Guatemalans are going to be Guatemalans particularly affected by drug violence, right? I say Guatemalans because when I was here in 2018, I had the option to go to a private detention facility. Want to meet Mike Pence, and I didn't meet Mike Pence. I went to a private detention facility, and I met a mother from Guatemala, and I met a mother from Ecuador, and they each had kids about the same age. Boys about 9, girls about 6. And I asked them a bunch of questions because there was politicians that promised them safety and all that kind of good stuff, and then went and did a presser. But what I asked was, why did you come to America? Like, what was the hope here? And they said safety. So I would want, because their sons were right at the age to be pressed into the gangs, and their daughters were right at the age to be smuggled. And so my practical solution, off the top of my head, first considered, would be to take people like that and bring them into the United States. Hey, we owe you this. We're bringing you in. Maybe you'd be in Texas, maybe you'd be in Florida, maybe you'd be in Ohio. I don't know where. But that would be my first impression. And then I'm going to think about this, and we'll come back to it tomorrow to give you a better answer.
Yeah, no, I appreciate that answer. I think that, I'm sorry, Gary, I'm not trying to take over here. I just really want to know what Marshall thinks.
Yeah, okay, sounds like something you guys can back channel. I want to move on. I want to move on to Denise because we only have 2 minutes. I want to give her an opportunity. Denise, you got 2 minutes. I apologize for the time constraint. It's all yours.
Okay. I saw this ruling and I didn't even blink. It didn't even shake me. I'm sad to say that because I think the depths and the limitless bottom of racism that we are seeing depicted by this administration, I can't even be surprised anymore. In the same year that you let in white South Africans who are fleeing nothing, who are fleeing absolutely nothing, you end status for a group of people that by any measure should qualify. By any measure. This isn't a tourist trying to choose a different place to live. These are people that are fleeing the most incredible conditions. And as a Black person, I'm wondering how they're going to enforce this. I think somebody asked that question earlier. Does that mean you're going to stop me on the street and make me to show my papers to see if I'm Haitian and I need to be kicked out? Like, what does this actually look like? And I think that it's really important to note that it isn't like, hey, we're going to end this and you have a year and a half to save money, to figure out what you're going to do, to make another plan. Like, it's just no. Because we don't like you, because we get to pick and choose what color the people are that come to the United States of America. And we've seen that done in the same year. And so I wish I was surprised, but I feel like the fears that I have are just being consistently validated. And I often wonder, I've wondered all my life, like, how did slavery happen? How did they convince nice people? I think people are inherently nice. How did they get people to put people in different classes based on the color of their skin? How ridiculous. How did we get here? And I feel like I'm seeing it play out, like, with every decision, with every policy move. This is how we got there. So, I'm glad you're talking about this, and I wish I could even cry, because it makes me sad enough that I want to cry. But I don't even have anything left to respond to the obvious, physical, unapologetic, violent, aggressive, cruel policies of this administration.
Thank you, Denise. Nice way to anchor our discussion today. Appreciate you sharing your very personal thoughts about this. Folks, we're here Monday through Friday from 5 o'clock New York time. So until 5 o'clock New York time tomorrow for the next edition of the Critical Thinking Forum. Everybody be safe, be well, and peace out.
guess that's a no.
G, he's not gonna say Cynthia G's name on his channel.
Cynthia G!
He won't say her name on that channel. There's some other black women who took that space. Basically, he's not going to say their names on the channel. He might talk about some of the things that they talk about, and if you are chronically online, you'll know who he's talking about. But if not, you're gonna have to search. But outside of that, he will talk about black women as a what I would like to call trademark level, as a group, as an entity, but he will not talk about specific black women and what they say after that whole pathology mess. It's just too many aggressive white people. Like because he's talked about his demographics multiple times and how it's used. And how it's used.
When you say over there, Kilmer, Foster, you mean like YouTube or something like that?
On his channel. The people who make up the core of his fan base, they're white people who hate Democrats and pretend to be leftists on the internet.
Oh, that is a broadcast.
Yep.
The virtue signaling motherfuckers.
But that's the thing about those people, they're paying. They are paying. That's the thing.
Their money is good.
I'm sorry, but I'm not.
Sections I like
Hello?
Hey, Brandon, you there?
Okay, I never watched this whole thing. I've only seen clips. I'm just going back and checking everything's video on Hawaii. What is I don't know why he does that. I don't know why he engages with those people. He should stop. The white one. Even with the head. I'm trying to find some good clips. I mean, his video recap is almost an hour. I've only just seen clips from it from Instagram. That's where I spend all my time. I just don't. I haven't actually really need to work on this. I have a real bad bias against downscale white people. I have a really bad bias. I just do not do well with trash advice. I don't.
So, like, weren't you saying, like about this when original takes?
Like the downwardly mobile right? I'm so sorry. It's like it is such the virtue signaling downwardly mobile right? It's very hard for me. It's really hard. I'm so working on it. I'm about my second. I think it's fake. I think they're racist. I think that they would rather be in political coalition with poor, trashy apes than old black people. I'm very protective of old blacks. I just don't. I just can't. I can't. And even if we agree on literally 99% of things, I just cannot get over how disgusting and racist they are. was like. Anyways, it was a fundraiser, so they. I don't know what this man is, what his name is, but it's some I debated the worst white leftist in the world video. White Democrats hate leftists with FG Signifier and Jared Ball. It's on Facts Channel. I do not. These people hate black people. You just don't like the average run-of-the-mill black person. I can't relate. Black Democrats are stupid. You think old black people live through segregation are slaves? I just don't understand the utility of peddling that kind of rhetoric.
I've never seen somebody goes hard
don't care in the language. It is so rough and mean-spirited. Like, this is not just about political disagreement. And also, why are y'all talking about freaking Democrats every day? I find that to be so weird.
Popular concept.
It's nasty. I don't know. Maybe I'm just getting soft-hearted. It's nasty.
Oh no, you're right. It is nasty. Because he's a bloody person.
I think, you know, we all know.
solves it, it's that or it's ire for black professionals like me or Hurricane people just don't like for whatever reason. It has nothing to do with the policies. That's nothing to do with it. I can tell he must be on the song. So, like, that's not sustainable. That's not sustainable. I don't know. People really take their vote and think that shit is solid gold. Weighing 188 shekels. Captain Teriyaki's live right now. Yeah, it's time to admit Barack Obama was an op. The white leftists on Jay's FTC and Fire, they love that shit. That's the kind of stuff they love. I think somebody in here. I mean, just booming.
In the name of that stuff, oh, okay, yeah, you can do that. But it's so safe to say, like that's my only frustration is if you're fashioning yourself as a radical truth teller, then you have to actually be willing to say things that popular or upsetting. Shitting on Obama in 2026 is like the safest position. Even my mom is starting to turn on Obama, and she has up an Obama portrait in her home. Like, right? Like, it's just not. You're not doing anything compelling.
And that picture's gonna stay up, okay? All the pictures, we gonna cut them out, and he's gonna stay right there on that wall next to you.
So I could be wrong if I'm getting this right, I don't know. Is this akin to like the Bernie white leftists lecturing people in South Carolina about the primary win for Hillary? Is that along those lines?
What is it? Is what akin to what? What's the it?
Oh, the critique on, let's say, James Clyburn's or the incumbent black congressional
They
people.
just think that they're conservative and blocking progress. That's the main thing. They're
Okay.
blocking progress and they're conservative. Christian's here. Christian, come up. Let's do a debate. I don't want to do a debate. I know you're a full passport bro now. I can't debate you on whether or not Colombian Toontang is better than Dominican Toontang. I'm not an expert on that like you are now. But come on, Christian, let's debate. Donald Trump is a failed president. Let's debate.
Not gonna be able to beat you. You know, that's why he's not coming up. Because he knows he
Christian
don't
never cares. No, Christian never cares. Christian, are you in Dominicana? Y'all know Christian turned passport, bro. That's crazy. Y'all heard Christian in the rooms now? He a passport, bro.
If he light enough to be, you talking about in DR?
What do you
Might
mean,
kick him out. They might kick him out if he's too dark. Put him on the other side.
Mohi, are you there? Do you want to debate? I got 2 hours and 20 minutes before the match.
Hi everybody. I came here to improve my English and
I think
Come on, Christian, give me a topic. Let's debate a topic.
I'm sure that Christian would love to come up and talk about why 99% of Black women are unfit for marriage. I feel like that is in his wheelhouse. Why we are only suited to be baby mamas on welfare or educated who sleep with our dogs in the bed, and go to sleep clutching our diplomas. But that's his thing.
I just found online the popular algorithm a live performance of the deal singing to a kid. These dudes must be 70.
Yeah, I saw that.
Oh, it's cute. But in the car?
Yeah. Yeah, because I made a comment to somebody who lives in my home about how Babyface is not letting go of that hair dye. And shout out to him.
30 years now. He would probably look good in gray hair too. The stage is open. Christian left. He must be busy because he always loves a little bit. Well, I'll stand on the fact that the Afghanistan pullout was an utter failure because in an office building a government worker had a rainbow flag. He said that to me before.
That was Steve Appelish, to be fair.
No. Oh, yes, it was. I hear it now. It was.
I have a question. 'Cause I still don't quite understand progressive Democrats versus, I don't know, what we call them. Would we call them traditional Democrats or status quo Democrats? I don't understand this concept of a progressive Democrat.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, the traditional ones, they say they're more corporate, they're not for the people, they don't rock the boat, etc. Yeah, that's good.
Institution.
So that makes a distinction as to, so the progressives are the ones that want to rock the boat, middle finger to, especially a city like New York, which the whole corporate structure. Go ahead, Spiritual. I said New York, you can't help it.
I mean, Espelot was in the Progressive Caucus, so he wasn't one of them that you're talking about.
It's all.
I think it's like Medicare for all.
It's not.
That's what.
Most Democrats at this point, if they support Medicare for all, they would say yes. It's all attitudinal. It's about age and how do you comport yourself in public. And once all those people are actually in Congress or whatever, they're going to do exactly what AOC did, which is fall in line. Okay? They're going to do the same thing. And then the leftists or the progressive or the DSA people are going to call them sellouts too. That's the way of the world. Shout out to Earth, Wind, and Fire.
That's a lot.
Yeah, but there are plenty of older Democrats and progressive.
Right, but they go to DC with high hopes, right? And remember Cedric the Entertainer, I wish somebody would. And we think, yeah. they're gonna go to DC and we're gonna see change. And a big nothing burger. It's more the same. They join the caucus, what have you. They fall victim to the lobbyists. They don't join any major what are those committees, and nothing happens. Okay, help me on my oh shit.
Oh, what's up, Devon? I just came up to say what's up. Peace, peace, peace.
It's finished.
Oh, this the thing that y'all should remember. Everybody wants to change Washington, but what happens when you get to Washington? It changes you. I turned y'all down several times today because there was an echo in the room. I turned y'all down several days because somebody had lost their marbles. Y'all all right?
We're hanging on.
Wait, who lost their marbles?
It was in the room today, Kimberly. I don't think you was here at that, or you weren't on stage at that moment.
I haven't really been in here. I've been creeping on some other drama on this app.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry, Overstimulated has some good drama.
Oh, I've been going in there too. It is good in there. It's good in there. It is. It was a room. Was it Overstimulated that had the conversation where the bully was the expert on Frederick Douglass? Was that the room?
Yeah.
Was that? Oh yeah, that was good. That was very good.
Frederick Douglass was not a feminist. How dare you?
Oh yeah, that was it. That was it. I came running in here to tell everybody. I was like, Thug Bully is an expert on Fred Douglass.
Oh my God.
Oh my God, that was crazy.
Does anyone know who Clarissa Shields is?
Oh yeah, the boxer.
She a train wreck. Somebody need to take her phone from her. Quickly.
Did a movie on her. I thought it was all right. They should have did a docu-series. It was too much happened too fast. And we analyze these things about trying to put someone's life in what is a movie 90 minutes about, and I felt like it was rushed, but it was okay. I don't know how the room felt about it. Yeah, but she is a man.
Where was it? Where was the movie shown?
It was in theaters, like a few select theaters, but I saw it on like you know how we see our movies. I did not go to the movie.
Gotcha. Undisclosed.
Yeah.
Undisclosed location. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, but I really wanted to see it because I was like, I want to see this. It goes through her childhood, the Olympics, and all of that. And her finally, there was someone that had kicked her butt, in the Olympics, and she finally beat her. She finally beat her opponent. So the big triumphant moment. But yes, then she started messing with rappers. So I don't know. She messing with Papoose.
Clarissa Shields is spiraling because she got with Papoose while he was still married, but it's fine because Remy was allegedly cheating or whatever. And they've been going back and forth, and Remy is threatened to beat her ass, and I don't know, it's like a whole thing. She's just, you get with the wrong man and it ruins your life, and that's what's happened to Clarissa Shields.
Yeah, she's not listening. And she really needs to just leave the camera behind. Just keep it off. Just get her business out. Because unfortunately, the comparisons are going to come. And people are comparing her and Remy, and unfortunately, the conclusion is that there isn't a comparison in favor of Remy, basically. That's not really good for her. And after all of this stuff settles, that's not going to be something that she's going to really want to reflect on, because she went crazy out here. Crazy. Yeah, I know she went at Layla Ali, right? She tried to come for Layla Ali, y'all.
I sure hope somebody.
Sherry, you know you off mute.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Ben, are you there?
Yeah.
So I'm out and about. I just saw a woman over 40 with a flat stomach, and I got nervous.
Run.
Yeah, but that whole Clarissa Papoose, it's sad. It really is, because I remember I kind of stopped watching Love and Hip Hop around Pap and Remy was on there, but I just remember the whole, like love, and I stood by her side and all this stuff, and then they crashed and burned. It's ugly. I don't know if we're being distracted or what. But people say, and I agree with it. Stop making stupid people famous, because it's a waste of time for us to engage with certain things. But something to talk about at the same time.
Yeah, it would be better if it was like actually not based on a real person's life. Like I kind of would rather it not be based on a true story. Because this is sad, and Remy said that she hadn't been with couples since 2022. Y'all.
Well, I have a topic that I can test here. Why do y'all think that the xenophobia around Juneteenth picked up? There's something happening. Where there's so many conversations around, we don't want to hear that. We don't want to hear Amapiano on Juneteenth. Nobody wants to hear soca on Juneteenth. I'm like,
It's made
it's
up.
very weird. And then,
No, you don't want to
I
soca.
wait, what'd you say, First Lady?
I said you don't want to hear soca.
No. I'm talking about the discourse. I don't care. I love I'm a diaspora lover. So, like, I think that all of that shit around Juneteenth is so weird, but it was so loud. This is for us. This is our day. This is for us. And then I saw somebody, a very famous biracial, under a post saying, why can't foundational Black Americans have one day? And I thought, you have a white parent. Like, I just think this is so weird. Like, how is somebody with a whole white parent doing Juneteenth date? Like, I just thought something's going on.
Nachi sat up over there and saw that 1619 project and said, oh my God,
Brad, I just was like, what?
It was weird, Kimberly, and it was like almost all of a sudden, and then there were people who were from Texas who were then trying to say what people who are not from Tech do on Juneteenth, and I was just like, listen, you know, don't make me delete because I can be very careless and just say, listen, you know, this is a celebration that started, you know, with you all. However, it's a national holiday.
Yeah, I'm not even I fight the Juneteenth people. I mean the Texas people who get so I don't know what the word is, but they're trying to
Dictatorial
yeah
over what we get to do.
over Juneteenth. I'm just like, first of all, it's too late. It's a national holiday. Oak Leaf fought for 30 years to make it a national holiday. Y'all not gonna gatekeep Juneteenth anymore. I'm sorry. It's over.
It's over. And not only that, but there are already people who are organizing Juneteenth celebrations in different cities for a very long time without any, like, you know, government, you know, telling anyone anything. It was on the strength of it being a celebration for Black folks. Like in New York, we've been doing a Juneteenth celebration for 15 years at least. You know?
Of course.
Yeah.
Something's going on where people's racial identity is so unstable. It's so fragile that the way they assert themselves is via fake online gatekeeping about what music can be played at the cookout. It's very weird.
I will say, as one of the people from that state who has been very, who watches all of these conversations that people have about that particular holiday and the ways in which they discuss that particular day and what that particular day means without proper historical context, for me, it just gives a whole bunch of Spider-Man memes. The same people who feel like they can tell folks from who are first generation what they can and can't do on that day because it's for the niggas, strictly for the niggas, are the same ones who also feel that way when the Black Texans say, like, hey, the way you're talking about it and the way you're using this holiday to talk to other people, you're removing the very persons upon which the holiday is based on. I think, and then to your comment, Kim, then it becomes, well, then there's a person who has a white parent who's saying these things, and it's, well, why are you talking? You have a white parent.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if you understand what it means,
that's what, for me, overall, what I'm saying is that as a person who's from the state, generationally so, watching the conversations and how they crack down and how people develop particular politics regarding it on all sides of it, it's just all very interesting. Because for me, I'm just kind of like, at this point, y'all just need to take the day as a free day off, like y'all do with Martin Luther King Day. That's an alleged day of service. A lot of y'all haven't done no damn service. A lot of y'all are going to go to your parties and you're going to have all of your damn flyers with, great drink specials for the holiday weekend. And you're going to turn up. Like, just treat it like you normally do. Stop ascribing all of these things onto the day. Because after, it's getting fake. Everybody's just being real fake. It's real fake.
But that still goes back to the idea of controlling, 45 million people and how they utilize the day, right? It's like, last time I checked, and I'm old school, so the new people might not do this, but honoring the history of the day, the things that are eaten and you know what I'm saying, all these different things. I think that people have been relatively, good at circulating that information, even though you might still have somebody stand up and say, oh, well, that's not correct, that's not correct. That people, that's being circulated. The story, the history is being circulated, semi okay, even though there were many places where, slavery, the end of slavery did not end when it was supposed to, right? So you have all these different dynamics going on. At the end of the day, it's just been taken out of all of our hands, really, to be honest with you. Like, we can only assert as much control over it as we can as a community. But to get back to what Kimberly was saying, the narrative about what music we're playing, to me, that's the craziest part of it all, because it's not like our people did not borrow and get inspiration from it. You can't play Stevie Wonder without hearing Brazil. Yeah, I mean, we can't play Master Blaster because you don't like the diaspora. But Stevie Wonder is an African, he's from here, and there are many people who contributed to our musical zeitgeist who whose roots are not directly from the United States. So do we kick all of that out? What is the argument? To me, that was really strange, and to me, I feel like they actually were not telling the truth. I want to know how many, South Africans are in the United States to the point where people are petitioning a Mafiano at the function. I just think that was random. In my opinion, I think it was random. I think that it's kind of like these arguments. These are arguments that people keep saying have happened, but not only did it never happen to you, but it didn't happen to any of the black people that you know. But this narrative is still here, and they need to push it in order to push their agenda forward.
Yeah, I'm trying to think about. I think y'all have sense, so we agree that that's wrong. I'm trying to think through why. Why has this taken hold? What's going on? Why is the 1619 woman who has a whole white parent and who is routinely uh, talked about as if she's not black, her white parent, why would she get on the 80 street? Like, I don't know.
What you talking about, the red hair lady?
Y'all have nothing. Because y'all have nothing but Juneteenth, fake Juneteenth celebrations that you hold on to, like you argue about it being a federal holiday as if that ruined something. Because black people ain't got shit. So to argue over who's invited to a cookout, guess what? Mostly these Negroes don't even like to be around other people.
That's true.
The logo to a cookout. Because you think because you did the electric slide at the Obama Center, you think that you have a culture that replaces the thing that you don't have. Yeah, like these arguments only happen because there's nothing else.
But brother, the reason why I was so taken aback, but she has things. That's the reason why I was so taken aback. I'm gonna be honest with you. I do expect people who don't have shit. Oh, okay, wait. Let me bring it back. That person has a lot of cultural capital. She has social capital. She has a really big platform. So I just don't understand.
Who's reading the 1619 Project still? Is there who during Juneteenth who went to any of the resources that the 1619 Project has and read them for themselves? Read them with the child or little ones. This is all performative. It like in a time when people are upset because schools removed books from the school library, and we pretended as if those books that people never read are somehow like erased out of memory and history, right? Like, I think some of this is just, I think this is performative. I think this is a way of doing something that feels like doing something without doing anything. As social media gives, and you know, I include myself in that. Social media gives us the feeling like we're doing something, because you know, shit is a lot harder to do. It's a lot harder. I don't know. I just because why would you care about this? If people are celebrating Juneteenth and acknowledging, sort of, you know, talking about, you know, the enslavement, liberation, people are arguing over whose date, like, or who can celebrate it. Like that is a complete, to me, just my opinion. Nobody has to agree. I don't know anything about anything. But it just seems to be so disingenuous. Everybody is playing sort of a part in a soap opera. And at some point you're just like, where is this going? So what end? There is no end. And there's no goal. There's no goal. There's no vision. It's not like people are setting up and calling for, I don't know, the creation of new institutions, or the, you know, people are passing, like, people are arguing over who can celebrate it. Oh, it just seems insulting.
Yeah, super strange. Threads is the new Twitter. I've been getting back on Threads, and they have a lot of good drama there.
As you can come up and please give your opinion. You don't. The wonderful thing about the stage and the space is you don't have to agree. If you would like to say something, if we're saying nothing, if I'm saying nothing, please enlighten us. Say something.
Is this wholesome?
Yes. Because what I could say is very different.
Well, let's not talk about that. We don't have to talk about what you could.
Inviting people on stage to share their opinion,
well,
is wholesome.
Well, I mean, it depends on if you're gonna put them in a trick bag liquor.
Oh no, I don't have any. No, I don't have any.
You don't have any trick bag.
Listen. I said what I believe, and people
got a lot of pushback.
And I'm encouraging people to push back and share what they think. They don't have to agree. But you know, I'm just saying other people saying nothing while saying nothing doesn't really add to anything.
Well, see, Brittany said more about nothing and then added S. So there's some extra stuff for you there.
Oh, there you go.
That was enlightening.
I don't know. I mean, I agree with you. I think they're more invested in being performative than the meaning of well, maybe not the meaning, but the historical the history of Juneteenth. By the way, that wasn't the only form of Jubilee, but that's another discussion.
But that is the discussion, Cherry, because I think one of the things that you just said is where I land on it, is that like a lot of people don't care about the history. A lot of people don't care or know about all of the other or different Jubilees or all of the other or different Emancipation Days. I just, even in the state where it comes from, people celebrate the day, like growing up, the parades are different. How it's celebrated in Galveston and Houston is not the same as how it will look in the middle of the country with Black people in East Texas or in Dallas and Fort Worth. There are a lot of people who are taking up the banner of the holiday to push people out. And it's just, it's all just to have the diaspora wars on the internet, which is why I said earlier, people just need to take the day. Like, I understand this idea of it's telling people what to do or how to celebrate, but with all holidays, like, I don't think that there needs to be this big, ginormous fight or need to like, I don't know, have a weird sort of specialness about the holiday wherein now everybody has a battering ram to feel important or special. I've given up the ghost. It's a day off. Like, I don't understand why everybody wants to be entrenched in, oh, but if you're not this, you can't, oh, but if you're this,
I mean,
just enjoy your day, babes.
I'm using Juneteenth as an example, but really, I am interested in why are upwardly mobile blacks now doing ADOS stuff. I mean, honestly, like,
that is
like a big, like, I actually kind of understand. I understand how the FBA ADOS rhetoric like picks up amongst a subset of black folks. I'm interested in how that has traveled
to
I'm interested in how that
upwardly mobile Negroes. Now, I have a follow-up question for you though, Kimberly. Are you noticing this a lot with, like, is it regional? Where you might see it more given some of the, like, things you see in social media, or is it just across the board everywhere?
That's a good question. I have to think about it more.
Because that's also one of the, like, the difference in, to me, for a lot of these things, like, some of it is, like, regionally speaking, and then other parts of, or other things to me is, oh, y'all are all in big blue states, and y'all all feel a kind of way about each other, and so now y'all are coming on the internet like y'all done since y'all were 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, and now y'all are beefing with each other on the internet because you're mad because you went to that party last week and they cut off Waka Flocka Flame, and you were ready to talk about how he was one hood ass nigga to put on what's that Nigerian young man that they like so much who does Shayo? They put that on.
Wizkid or
Afro beats. What is his name?
Davido or
That one of them is not the one I was thinking of, but, like, yeah, they cut your Waka Flocka Flame to put on DeVito, and now you're upset, and now you want to get on the internet and gangbang with everybody. You upset because your African boyfriend or your African girlfriend, your Caribbean girlfriend or boyfriend dumped you, and now you want to come on the internet and talk shit.
I think they don't know how to dance to it, and that's what really pisses them off.
I think this is I don't want to
Let's
be
burn
too
up point.
Marxist. I think this is economic anxiety. I've just come to a conclusion. I think a lot of this is economic anxiety. Not for the 1619 woman, that's a different thing, but I do think I'm seeing more people who I'm surprised by. I think everybody's just worried about their 401ks. Everybody's worried about the future.
Well,
but this always happens, and that's, I mean, to me, that is what the ADOS started off as. You know, it's like mapping white politics onto us. You know what I mean? It's like being afraid of the immigrant, saying they steal in their jobs, you know, and all these other things. Because as far as I remember, as Black people, it doesn't matter where a person is from. If somebody comes at you wrong, you checking them. And I'm trying to figure out how that's no longer on the script, and instead we cry and tell so-and-so and include other people into something that you're supposed to handle on your own and stand on 10. To me, it's like it's a weakness that I guess, yes, it's the anxiety dressed up as, you know, them, you know, trying to be, you know, take charge and be leaders, but they can't. You know what I mean? Because they don't really
know how to keep community. They may be able to get people to rally around for a minute, but they can't maintain community. It fractures constantly. But I think that that's what those um, that's what those organizations started as a result of economic anxiety and adopting the talking point of xenophobic white people. Um, but those people aren't talking about the South Africans who are coming here and becoming a part of whiteness here. They are trying to get us though to separate and fracture, but they don't want that for themselves. Because when we're weaker, we're easier to take. It's easy for you to take advantage of us if we're weaker. It just is, and that's what America runs on dunking on black people. That's what America runs on dunking on black people. And the easier you make it, is the better for them.
I just don't. I think people don't want to be black. And or they do. They want it. They want it aesthetically. Yeah, I just,
No, 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 no. I think you're there. There is something about.
I'm not saying that's for everybody. I just think there's a significant group of people who just don't want to be black.
Yeah.
They, like that's, there's something that I think people think is mythical about identity. Um, that it's like we have fallen into the trap of, we just, this sort of mystical group, and we have these mystical powers, and we just see it in the ancestors, and we just always on beat. Like we have these aphorisms or aphorisms. We have these platitudes. We have these sayings that we have internalized, that we believe that they're like, that if we just say them over and over, like that is the work. And then we somehow don't want to do the work. I mean, the truth of the matter is, like, culture, ethnicity, ideology, identity are, like, it takes work. If you want a collectivity, it takes work. If you want an identity, a collective identity, that takes work. And, like, again, I go back to what institutions, what things are we producing? Are we creating? Are we upholding? Are we uplifting? That help do those things. If there are issues, if we see that there are issues around, black folk who are coming here to this country, that's a concern. And you see that there's some tensions. Okay, what do we do about it? Well, let's just complain about it, blame the immigrant, wish them not here, say they're, aspiring to whiteness, and because that's the way forward. Either people want the thing or they don't, but it just seems like people want, like they want a collectivity of things that sort of connect to the identity without actually having to do the work of like bonding people and getting people to connect with one another, right? Actual connection, and and reinforcing sort of the belief that we are a group that is experiencing a set of realities that only together can we come out of. You know, I don't think people want that. People don't really want that.
No, actually, this was so good and clarifying. Yes, people like blackness as a vibe. They want the vapors of blackness, but they also want to completely eliminate any conversation about struggle, collective struggle, individual struggle. These are also a lot of the, I don't want to say any black trauma people. But then on Juneteenth, they want to get, they're not playing any Caribbean music at the cookout. That's interesting because I wanted to for somebody like, you didn't study black people. You don't know any black history. You hate old black people. You know, you talk about them like they're dogs. You know, but you want to have a conversation about, black as a vibe. That's what, not the accent coming out. Black as a vibe.
Come on, country girl.
Are these the people, the same people who like to say, we are not our ancestors?
I know. Yes.
Yes, they are.
Yes. The same ones who will say that and act like they can withstand Jim Crow version 2 in the future, but crash out and cry when that Wi-Fi goes down and Twitter is down for more than 20 minutes. Yes, those are the exact same people.
Yes. The same people who will tell you that black Christians gullible and have been completely, sold into what Brick called trick bag. Am I using that right?
Yes.
But will then say that our lives are inextricably linked to the people in Palestine, right? Will tell us that Palestine, that the Palestinian people are directly connected to the lives of black people and then denigrate the black people that live here. Because they're Christian. It's those people.
Brother Mexi, let's stay right there though. Stay right there. Because it's not even just the Christianity. Remember a few days ago about how you Southerners are what? Those same people who think the same people who denigrate black people and older black people at that. Let's talk about, because it's the black Christians, but they also have that same vim for the old black people, and in particular old black Southerners who they feel like are easily led, but then will turn around and say that we are inextricably linked to the people in Palestine, and yet you don't like your Mima.
Sure don't. They surely don't. They don't. Oh, this is related, but not. Maya put me on to a literal 2-hour-long clip of Mimi and Quinn going back and forth.
That's what we were telling you about the other day. Very glad you saw it. What are your thoughts?
I have nothing. I mean, I'm not in any mess. I have no feelings about Mimi outside of this. It's just crazy she said Southern black people are holding all black people back, and I just am like, but what are you doing?
Oh.
What are Mimi's contributions to black progress? I just don't know. Maybe I'm unfamiliar. I'm unfamiliar and I'm not in it. I don't know. I was just curious.
Well, she got out. Well, because she's in California, and to be in a blue state is to be free. Did you not know? It's to be removed from the servile docile mindset. It is to be human. It is to be actualized.
Wait, didn't she also say that California blacks are the real revolutionaries? Didn't she?
Certainly did. and then they all tried to rest on the laurels of the Black Panther Party in effort to say that, like, yeah, we fight for our rights. We are always revolutionaries. We had these movements.
Anyways, we don't have to spend too much time on it, but shout out to Maya for putting me on to that extended exchange.
It was
And
great.
shout out to Quinn.
Oh,
That's a black king right there.
that is an Englishman, please.
Oh.
Yes.
Wait, was it during that exchange that he said somebody didn't have the wherewithal?
Yes, and that's where the wherewithal. Yes, but he had the wherewithal to go toe to toe with Mimi. Yes. Okay, that's why he's English. Okay, because he kept saying wherewithal like that. Okay, only an Englishman would say some shit like that in a conversation, in a back and forth. This game with Sweden is real good. If y'all are watching, it's 1-1. The little black boy with his little twist out scored for Sweden. He was talking a whole bunch of shit. Looked real good doing it.
Did you talk about the hair conversation people are having regarding the World Cup?
Whose hair?
All of the players, somebody took pictures of a lot of these players hugging each other, and you could just see all these dope ass hairstyles.
Oh.
Black players.
A lot of them have some really neat, very nice straight backs. You could tell they got them done just fresh for the competition. I hope some of them are barbers and local connects, because some of them are going to look crazy after a few matches. Brother, take it back to them. Wow, that other young black man was about to score, but a black man in the box stopped him. It was great. Way to go, Zion. Zion, mad as hell. His jersey looks cute, though. Those dragons on there.
Wow.
Anyhow.
Brother.
Listen, you just hear my stream of conscious thoughts, but you were over there doing laundry, and we all heard it.
No. This was not about you. I promise.
It was about me. I had sent him something.
No. That was directly at your mom.
Okay, break it down.
I appreciate your
You know,
if I had something for you, I just come to you.
Well, I mean, it's still the daytime laws. Wait, did you see in the chat when Mel asked about pinging Ashton to the room, because we need to hear the nighttime laws regarding playing Appiano and Afro beats out of Jonesy? Mel has to be stopped for that.
You gotta be careful.
Okay, we need the person who knows nighttime laws to let us know what the city ordinance are for that.
Oh my God.
The nighttime laws. What? You don't want to know?
I mean, no.
Yeah, you didn't study that either.
Should I share that with Hurricane Brother?
Yeah. Those nighttime laws. Oh my God. I'll just say, yeah, you can only share that in the daytime. Your mama. Nighttime laws. You might get in trouble. Nighttime laws, you might get in trouble.
I might get shot in something or something.
Yeah, you might get shot. I appreciate the soccer commentary. As someone who was never into soccer, I enjoy. I think with a lot of things, but when especially we're talking about, they're excited. Actually, it's kind of exciting to when you watch it and see it with other folks. That's been true. like the thing, like, oh, okay, I can see this, and then when you see how black, some of these teams are, you're like, oh, okay. Well, be honest, that's how I got into women's volleyball a long time ago. Now I'm not big into I don't know the name, but like during the Olympics, I think I saw Cuba's team. I saw all black women, just killing it. It was cool to see. I was like, oh, other places, this is not it's not just a white sport. So that was fun.
Yeah, it's about to get real patriotic for me. At 9 o'clock, I hate the person I'm about to become. But it's only gonna be 2 hours, and then all that's gonna get packed right back up.
I need you to focus on your voice.
I'm not going outside.
She's not going outside tonight.
Well, I
She got work.
don't know. Does that matter?
Yes, it actually does.
I need you to, make sure there's some lemon, some honey and lemon on deck to soothe that voice of the person.
That long signal was crazy.
Well, let me tell you something. You came out there one day, just voice. I was like, I had to look at the PTR. Like, I couldn't just look at the avatar.
Who was that gremlin on stage?
I had to click on it. I was like, hold on. I got to look at the handle because this is an imposter. I don't know who this person is.
We said, Britt, I don't know who this person speaking is.
Let me tell you something. I'll just say the voice was so deep that Rhombus would have been proud.
Not I had the bass. Super bass.
No, Britt had the bass.
Oh yeah, you was
cracking up.
See, I mean, y'all, this is what I didn't like, brother. The fact that you gave her a pass on the voice. When I sounded,
No, I did get her.
But why I had to be at the Underground Railroad.
Oh my
God. Listen, I know the hush puppies was a little too much. I do, and I called you your mama box brown. That was good.
Not you repeating your jokes. That's insane.
I think that was the spirit. I don't want to take too much credit for that. That was the spirit. Spirit move. It's the vessel. I was the vessel. Oh, see, let me also, stage, see, I can't, that's why I'm trying to get people on stage because I really don't know.
But we talking about your old ways. See, we talking about your old ways. We're not talking about how you moved into a new life.
I'm trying to, now, let me be clear. I'm trying to be still direct with people, but in a way that isn't, drag and so. But Sage, I apologize. I completely misread what you were saying. So that's my fault. I didn't know what. I completely misread it.
Can I get a recap of the day? I just noticed the title. What happened? What happened today? Y'all gotta give me a recap. See, when I be coming here, y'all, the room is kind of like
you want to know why the title is what the title is?
Yeah.
In part, and y'all have to keep me honest. We found out, if you look at Hurricane's PTR, they were rediscussing about how Julio now has a show on Jubilee. And we heard some clips. And then next thing I know, I just remember hearing Ben say, I want to debate somebody. We also talked about FD Signifier too. But I just remember hearing Ben say, I want to debate somebody. I have 2 hours before the game. Who want to come up here and debate? I want to debate somebody. And then Christian came in the room, that Republican in the suit. And they were trying to lure him on stage with snacks, but he didn't want to come up. So they even tried the old "you're a passport thing, and that didn't work neither. He didn't come up to defend him flying across the world for Cuda Mama. He just sat there in the goo and then left. Yeah. It was
How much he getting paid? How much he getting paid?
that was not discussed. I don't remember hearing that from anybody. But I will say, in the clip that we heard, it sounded like a whole bunch of yelling. It sounded like two cats yelling at each other. It was horrible. They were just animated, and it's not like the good kind of animated. It was just real loud and aggressive and all this back and forth. I'm a conservative. I'm a liberal. We're different, but we're here to come together. Like it was.
Can we take a look at the screenshot that is in Hurricane Otis's profile? That is his profile picture. So I'm looking here, and I'm wondering what's happening with this fade.
Well,
it doesn't look like it's blended correctly. Yeah.
Well,
is that S curl in the top? Hello?
He's trying, Obama. He's trying to quit his day job, and that's all that matters. He's trying to leave that day job. Working 9 to 5, trying to stay alive. So yeah, that's it. No debates ended up occurring.
I have a new clip
of Julio and that boy.
It's a promo.
Okay, your mama.
Okay.
Touch your head again, thinking, damn.
Oh crap! It's hard to freaking play on Instagram. Wait. My Instagram's fucked up. I don't know, man.
Watson got you scratching your head again, thinking, damn, I'm afraid to bring myself on a Jubilee video again? Well, I got something else that's going to do the same thing to you, or possibly teach you something. You've probably seen me before. I'm Austin Julio Broad, and I'm a Christian populist.
And I'm Dick Mauricio, and I guess we call this the show. We're doing something revolutionary.
Oh yeah, y'all played this. Sorry, this is new to me. I just found out about this. They're doing something revolutionary. Progressive versus a Christian populist. Okay.
Let that man move. What was the place? The place where they was trying to do Christian populism in the country. What was the place? I forget now. That's crazy. I don't even know what a Christian populist is, child. I don't. This is identity politics. Let's be honest.
What, the I'm conservative versus I'm a liberal thing?
Yeah, no, the added adjectives, the added, monikers to the framing of the show. Christian populist.
Oh yeah. I agree with you on that.
I really don't know what that is. Actually, though, I mean, to be honest, to be fair to Julio, he has a radio sounding voice. His cadence, like the way he talks, how quickly he goes, sounds like he should be on radio. That's true.
Yeah, I mean, it's really clear to me that Julio grew up studying Michael Baston and the other old boomer Negroes. I mean, he just has that. I just don't know if it works in this environment. I just don't know if it's going to get him. I don't know. My mom would love it. But if this is a show that's looking for a Gen Z audience, I don't know. Oriented towards the platforms, I don't know. But, God bless it.
Jubilee? Does anybody know?
What was their question again now?
What kind of advertisers do they have?
I don't know. I literally was just thinking about this. How are they making money? It can't just be AdSense. It can't. Do they do events?
Do they do live reads? Do they do? I don't watch it. Do they do like product mentions? Like, I don't know. Emily, do platforms still do media kits?
I literally am on their page right now. They do have a media kit on there.
They do.
They do. They have a whole partnerships page. Yeah.
I'm thinking that'll dictate the success of the show. Like its longevity, if they can find advertising partners.
Yeah, it's making me realize I really don't watch Jubilee videos closely because I can't remember seeing advertisements in the videos that I've watched. And I was just thinking, I doubt Julio has representation. I wonder who's negotiating his contracts. Like, I have a lot of questions.
I was thinking about that too. Did he have a rep?
I have questions for him. Does he at least have a lawyer? Like, I don't know.
Is his brand name Dr. Julio?
I think so. I don't know, but I do think they said that he was doing the 3 names.
Oh, okay.
For the he's doing the 3 names. And I don't think Doctor is one of them.
You said you think it is?
When you say the
No,
you mean his government name? You mean his government name?
Oh, okay. He's in the mutual government. Okay.
Yeah. In the video, he said Austin, Leo, and then his last name.
Oh, okay.
It sounded like a mouthful. I couldn't figure out why he felt the need to use his middle name.
I think that's the Julio part from at least Clubhouse. It says synonymous. He just.
Oh, Julio is his middle name?
Yeah.
Oh.
But that's also like what, so he uses Julio on this app and then goes over there I'm Austin Julio last name here, it's like a slight continuation of, I guess, what he might have built off of other social media platforms.
Well, why did he use his first name? Why use Why start with Austin? What was the point of that?
Kind of looks like black.
Probably a slight rebrand as well.
Oh, okay.
Removing, I'm still Julio, but I'm just not the doctor. I'm Austin. Well, whatever it is, I hope he's thinking about his trademark branding and all of that. Locking that up in case it does pop.
Well, Johnny, does it sound like you need to slide over there?
No, I'm not interested. Thank you.
To help with black folks. That's what I'm saying. No.
I'm sorry, is that wholesome talking?
So she want
It is.
She want to keep a
I'm
black
trying
man
to help.
down. She's trying to help black men elevate.
Yeah, I'm trying to help black men elevate. I don't understand why is that not wholesome?
You can do that by sharing what I shared with you. Thank you.
I don't have any connection to him. And
neither do I. Why do you think I have one?
I'm a man who sits on this app who pretends to have children, who's ravaged by diabetes with no arms, no legs, who only eats candy. Why would anyone listen to that? Has a list. What else?
A list. Okay.
And, fill in the blank. I'll fill in.
Well, I hope he and David get more chemistry. I also, I was gonna say, I was listening when you guys were talking, but I agree that that the exchange I heard wasn't dynamic at all. He barely sounded like himself. He's usually more on the ball. It sounded. Did everybody else find it corny?
Yeah. But not in a good way.
It was very corny. I was just like, is this the best you can do? This is not even entertaining to me, but I was thinking maybe it's just me, maybe other people find it interesting, but it sounded forced. It didn't sound, I expected them to have a more natural back and forth as opposed to something scripted where one would just go after the other. So I don't know how well he does with scripted stuff because he's been more compelling when he's just going off the cuff. That's what I remember.
I immediately think, why only 2 people? I think maybe we needed more of a panel. The feminist in me is, I don't know if 2 men is ideal, and especially not those 2 men, but also maybe you just need more people to be able to go back and forth. That's interesting. But I don't know, we'll see. The first episode is on June 28th. I will watch. I'm just impressed that he, said he was going to do a thing and he did it. That is notable to me, so.
Listen, I agree. I think there are a lot of folks who wanted to, but to do it, regardless of what I think about what he believes and all that stuff. But it's commendable. Yeah.
Yeah, now I don't think he has any, he don't have, there's no real, it's just marbles in there. It's not really. But that's fine.
Yes, there are a lot of people that have marbles, and if it resonates with people, then it does. If it doesn't, then. But but yeah, you know, a lot of folks stop at the idea. So, okay. Yeah.
I have a friend who uh, lives in DC and works in DC. Um, he left the office about 45 minutes ago, and he had to walk through part of the mall, and he said that it looks like a Klan rally. That's what he said. He said it looks like people just descended on DC from Mississippi and Alabama, and a lot of the people that he saw look a particular way. He likened it to a Klan rally. I thought that was funny. I think they're here for the Independence Day festivities that are coming up.
I wonder whose military child is that goalie.
Oh wait.
For Japan?
Yeah.
Nobody's. That's a Ghanaian man. That's a Ghanaian man's work.
Oh.
I think. Wait, let me double check, because I think Zion is Ghanaian, but he might be Nigerian.
Because you know they have a.
Oh, well, I mean, he's mixed.
Because you know, that's how, you know, it's a lot
Yep,
of
Ghanaian dad, Japanese mama.
You know, they sometimes, you know, folks like saying they mono ethnic over places. I'll be like, oh, okay. They recognize if I were to.
This game is going to end in a draw, with hopefully Japan coming out as number 2, given the head-to-heads.
Ooh, Bonnet just came in the room. I got to tell her something.
Yep. Japan will be number 2 if everything holds for 7 minutes. Yeah, Zion, get your big ass up.
he don't look like he have a lick of Japanese in him. Just going, I ain't gonna hold you. That Ghanaian gene is something else.
Oh, okay. I just trying to say it. Okay.
Now they got to defend this corner. Because y'all cannot let the Swedes do this. Y'all will not. Period, Zion. Period.
That goalie is Japanese.
Yes. Yeah, his mama. Period, Zion. Period. Y'all see my nephew? Look at him.
Your nephew, that's his name.
Listen. I be claiming everybody as a kinfolk after a while, okay?
Wait, Sweden got a black person?
They have two. I like the one who has the twist out.
Red. Yeah.
The twist.
Yeah, that's who I was looking for.
He's the one who scored for Sweden. He was talking a lot of shit. I said, I like that.
Please. Oh, they always the bottom. That's crazy.
I mean, listen, they be getting their ass beat.
Easy is crazy.
Okay? They let Japan score 4 on them, let Sweden score 5 on them. Let me go see what the Netherlands did.
3-1.
3?
Yeah, 3-1. They had one goal, girl. You know I saw the game.
No. I'm saying all that because, like, Japan had it 4-0, Sweden had it 5-1, and Netherlands could only do 3?
Yeah, they had came back. They finally warmed up.
These Europeans, man. Some of these European teams are, I'm liking what I'm seeing. Where's Roger? The European defender.
Yes, that's what see, look at what Elena said in the chat about the goalie. That's what I thought. He was born to be. I thought it was something U.S. about that man. Yeah. Y'all got me thinking I'm crazy.
Zion is one of those who was in like a 3-1 situation where he could have played for the U.S. team, but is playing for the Japanese team. It sucks though. We don't really have a good depth at the goalie. We could have used these days we're gonna have it all. One of these days we are going to have it all. We went from having a great goalie and pretty good defense to having shit defense and goalies, great offensive capacities. One day we'll have a complete team with all of it.
You know what? They should abolish the MLS.
They need to do something to it.
This is what I'm saying.
Wait, why? Yeah, why?
They should expand the Premier League and bring a team here.
Oh, that's what's up.
Like a few teams here, yeah.
Well, what's crazy about it is that they have they're building all these different academies here. The Premier teams. And not even Premier. I want to say Spain, Real Madrid also is building an academy here. So many of them are building academies here, which I think is just for the best. Take whatever American talent you can get and funnel them over that way, I guess. Because then they can come back home and play for the U.S. team.
Exactly. It's a pipeline.
If this is what it means for me to get great players, go ahead. Because MLS, I be going to see what they be doing over there. But my God.
Now, is the money better here?
Not at all. Not at all. Not at New York. New York offered Christian Pulisic. Oh, praise God. Japan just won. Anyway, New York offered Christian Pulisic 10 million when I know he's currently probably getting, let me see how much his contract is over in Milan. I would live in Milan.
I just saw him 2 months now.
Yeah. So, Christian Pulisic's contract, according to, I'm going to do like y'all like to do, but I'm actually just saying, according to the AI that pulled sources including USA Today, it says that Christian Pulisic's contract with AC Milan is valued at approximately 26 million euros over 4 years. And New York is saying 10 million. Like, come on, get out of here. Dollars, USD. Like, get out of here. Not offering no damn money. And the boy is still young and informed. He can still make millions of dollars over there in Europe. With Balogun's first 2 games, they're talking about how that contract with Monaco, they're about to sell him for probably, I think I saw 50 million euros, but they're about to sell him for a whole bunch.
Did we not say sell him?
You're correct. They're going to sell his contract to another team potentially for like $50 million.
Might be able to sell me.
And when I say brother, that's cliche. And when I said dollars, I mean euros. But like you're over in Europe making money. The MLS should not be seeing a lot of the top U.S. talent, like the Christian Pulisic, until they are like 35 and want to retire. And so they come home, play for 2 years, and it's real crap, and then they retire. And that's it.
Isn't that what Beckham did? I mean, he's obviously.
Listen, that's what Beckham did. That's what Messi's doing. That's what half the league in Europe does. Latan did it, but then he went right back because he said, actually, I'm not an old fuck. I can still play. And then went right back over to Europe and was in them leagues kicking balls like he never left. Okay. So many Germans are doing it. Started with Bastian Schweinsteiger, and now you have Thomas Mueller over here doing the same thing. That's a Golden Boot winner from a World Cup. English players did it. Antoine Griezmann came over here, a French man who literally won a World Cup in 2018. Now plays for MLS here in the States. Son left Tottenham to come over here. There's too many people who leave European leagues to retire in California or New York, maybe Chicago, depending. Now, Dan asked about this the other day, but some people can do like what Ronaldo and Neymar did and take your ass over to Saudi Arabia. Get you a multi-million-dollar check.
When did the women play?
That's a good question. When do they play?
I think the next one is next year, isn't it?
Oh, okay.
Okay, so alternating years. Okay.
Yeah, they last played in 2023.
Okay.
wait a minute. Aren't the Olympics next year?
No, yeah, soccer has nothing to do with the Olympics. Soccer doesn't. The FIFA
I
World Cup.
thought the Olympics will be till
28. Yeah, it's 28.
Okay. Well, I mean, because soccer is also.
Yeah, but it's not the same.
Okay.
This is the FIFA World Cup. It's not having nothing to do with the U.S.
I know, but I'm the question I have are the same players going to play in both FIFA and the Olympics. That's what I'm asking. It depends on the country and like the players. Some countries might use their younger players, or like if your World Cup is your A team, you might use your B team to play at the Olympics. You know, maybe some of your stars want to go to the Olympics, so they go. Some of your stars might not want to go because they want to, continue on with where they are at their club and get back into form ahead of the season. So it all depends. Okay, got it.
Okay, I got a question. There is a right answer. I don't care about the right answer. Well-being, one word or two.
What do you say? What?
Now, Ben can answer. Anybody else can. Ben can answer. Big brother, maybe I should make you answer because this is you know the answer to this. Well-being, one word or two. Nobody. Y'all Google it. It's just stupid, but whatever.
It's one word, right? That's how I've seen it.
Is it?
That's how I've seen it.
Was that accurate?
I don't know. It was like professional publication. It was like a impersonal where I've seen it.
It was what?
It wasn't like a personal writing. They're professional writings, like when they talk about outcomes. In the space that I work, like health outcomes and things like that, I've seen well-being as one word.
So technically, in the U.S., it should be two words hyphenated. There's a British version that is one whole word, but it is becoming conflated, and it irks me every time I see the one word by someone who doesn't know. So this irks me. I've corrected it 3 times. I'm like, you're not British. Sorry. We do two words hyphenated. Yeah. I don't think it's a hard and fast rule, but it kind of irks me like when people write antitrust with a hyphen.
Hello? Wait, I thought antitrust is one word. Is that not true?
Yes.
Oh, well-being is two. Oh, okay, got it.
Yeah, it's like some people write antitrust as anti-hyphen.
Oh no, like I'm anti.
Yes, because that's during I guess the Gilded Age. I guess that would be considered the Gilded Age. When they started to debate the Trust Busters, when they started doing the Trust Busters, and Ida Tarbell, when she started writing about the Standard Oil Trust, she wrote anti-trust. But most people, majority of people write it, I think, one word now. I mean, and sometimes we laugh at people when they write it too, like anti-trust. We laugh.
If somebody said antitrust, I would be very upset.
You said antitrust?
Yeah, instead of antitrust. Referring to laws.
Anyway, I was just correcting somebody's writing, and I said no. So I put a link to tell them never to write this again. And if y'all want to talk about well-being, why don't y'all just say human flourishing? That's better. Let's not talk about people's well-being. Let's talk about human flourishing. Let's do that.
Wait, on the British spelling thing, do you get annoyed or are you cool with like neighbor with a U?
Oh, I don't care about that kind of stuff. Like organization with an S. I don't care about that. Like that, I'm cool. I'm cool with it. I'm just like,
yeah, same.
I think people just don't know. I just think people don't know. And just, yeah. I don't think like if you writing something to be published in the U.S., I don't think you should be writing with a neighbor with a U or organization with an S.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with that. But if I have my like phone to UK settings, that may pop up, and I'm fine with that because it's just a text.
Yeah. Britt, what time is the game, Lamont?
Hold on 1 second. The game will come on at
9:30.
Well, for me, it's going to be 9 o'clock. For y'all, it should be 10.
It say right here 9:30. This is confusing.
Let me double check, honey, because if I don't remember hearing about no damn 30. Yeah, no, it's 10 o'clock Eastern, because it's even on the...
9:30 here.
Oh, okay, well, see, they're lying to you, because on the official lineup roster from the U.S. men's national soccer team, where they...
What just flashed on Telemundo was 9:30 Eastern.
Yeah, that's just public.
That's what flashed. That's why I was asking.
Wait, 9:30 Eastern when it's supposed to be 10. That's 30 minutes ahead of schedule.
That's just
maybe they start looking at them.
Yeah. That would be coverage. So it does start at 10 o'clock Eastern. That would be 9 for you, Brother Messi.
Lord have mercy.
And the roster, y'all are not going. Well, y'all are gonna see Timothy, and I love Timothy, so there's that. And y'all are also gonna see Weston, so there's that.
Why is Beaver in the chat? Somebody, y'all better be good. Y'all better.
What is Beaver doing?
Y'all better pray my
10 Eastern covered. Well, you know. Lord bless it. If you don't know what
it. All day. Let me just tell y'all. All day I deal with that. All day. Sometimes in the nighttime I don't want to deal with that.
Oh God.
Oh, Spiritus, are you there?
Yes, ma'am.
Fabulous. I need to double check their roster, but there is a young man on the Turkey team who everybody's been going up for because they think that he's so attractive. He's made all the attractive soccer player lists. So
I'll be the judge of that. Okay.
Exactly. So that's one thing to look out for, and then you'll see Timothy, and so there's that.
Oh, thank you for that heads up. episode 10, in case you're wondering on that.
Oh, praise God, you will be up to date by this weekend. Oh, I can't wait.
Yes, gay Pride weekend aside, I will be caught up then.
Oh my God.
Watching the Polygamist?
No, he watching Love Island. He's a gay. But this is
That clarification wasn't there.
I need it. It took me out. I'm so sorry for laughing.
That was extra, to be honest.
well, I mean, from one to another. How about that?
I just think the white boy is bulimic because the first episode, I thought he had a decent body, shriveling away by episode 10.
Well, I mean, you also have to remember they for all of them get put on a fake ass crash diet, and so because they're not eating like that, they all like lose a whole bunch of weight on that damn show as time goes on.
I need to get on that show.
Sweet.
I mean, Scotty, you can just get some GLP-1. What's going on?
This is true. I'm too lazy.
Yeah. Go ahead and get you a Wegovy. What's you call it? Wegovy pill. What's it? Is it Wegovy? Yeah.
I'm not lying.
Wegovy pill.
I'm not lying. I have eyes, and I see what's happening here. So, I don't know. That's another comment.
Wait, I'm not talking about those side effects. No, I'm just saying to you. You said.
Oh, yeah.
That
No,
you need the diet. Okay, yeah. And I know you're okay, so I'm pretty sure you already had the Wegovy before it was out. So anyway, go ahead.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I'm also Gen X, too, so.
What does that mean? You got Botox? That's what that means? What happened? What's going on?
Who said that? Who's spreading lies?
You got Botox, spiritus. You got Botox. No, you can tell them.
Who is spreading lies on this damn dirty Sophia?
I have lip fillers. Did you know that?
All I'm saying, you know what? I'm not saying anything.
Okay. I got lip fillers. You know what kind of lip fillers I got? Hello?
I don't know what lip fillers are.
Oh, you don't want to fall for it. Okay, I got you.
You know, in New York, a metropolitan.
Black people know that was.
Yeah, it was a trap because I was gonna say he was gonna say, "Oh, girl, what kind of lip fillers you got?" And I was like, "Negro ones."
No. I don't even know what the names of lip fillers are. I'm not that dialed in yet. But also, I don't need them. I can't. There's
That's insane.
Brett, are you there real quick? Brett?
Yes.
Yeah. Why does that guy talk like that? What was that guy doing?
Which one?
The guy, really tall guy.
Yeah, you're talking about Caleb? Corbin. You're talking about Corbin.
I think, Corbin, right?
Mm-hmm. The one who's real tall. He's 6'4", 224 pounds.
He sure is. He reminds us of that, too.
He's ChatGPT. He's Corbin AI. Okay? It talks like that because that's how the computer processes.
He's like an action figure.
Corbin's special, okay? Corbin's special. I can't say too much positive about the boy, but I can't say too much negative neither. He just there.
Have y'all seen the Poly Market ad? The ad is out now.
I've seen the Calci ads every time.
I'm not. I said Poly Market.
Oh, okay. No, I thought it was on one.
I had to double check on their page, on their Twitter. It's the one with what's his face? Who's that music producer?
No, it is not.
Well, they have one.
I'm gonna put it in the chat for everyone. 1 second.
They have one with him there. And Future. I see their soccer ad.
Yo, Britt, are you there?
I'm here.
Can you hear me? Okay, I got headphones in.
No, we not doing this tonight, Jordy. Y'all gonna have to open your own private. No,
Oh
no, we not doing this tonight. No.
What are we doing?
Watch what's gonna happen. Y'all watch in 5 minutes. Go ahead, Jordy. You got it. Go.
He thought he was 23.
Oh yeah, okay. He's 20. He's 33. He's 33, but thought he was playing like he was 23. Gotcha.
Yeah. But I did go to a gym class full of grannies, and let's just say.
A vision with greater infrastructure.
sorry. A jury full of what? Grannies. Oh,
Yeah.
boy. Oh, Lord, let me tell you something. That G&R sounded like something else.
Yeah.
I was like,
I knew it wouldn't take you 2 days to go back to being who you are. Why did you need to clarify this then?
I just got that, brother. I knew that's not what you said. But that's why I had to clarify, because I was like, no, that's not.
This guy must spend a lot of time reflecting. Tell me. You can't help yourself. Same old person. Same old.
The fact that y'all are committed to me not being wholesome is insane.
Listen, I ain't committed to shit. You're just who you are. Just accept it. You are a messy human being. There's nothing wrong with it.
Oh, no, he's not.
Okay. Okay. How about this? He's a wholesome, messy human being. Does that work for you, your mama?
I think he just.
Because I'm not leaving out the messy part of it.
Okay, well, I think that's a persona he uses for the app. I don't think he really messy.
You know what's funny?
He used to be so wholesome though, and then he started trolling.
Then should we just call him Trollsome? Because someone tried that.
Oh yeah, Trollsome would be good.
Okay, I'm happy to call him Trollsome. He's still a little bit messy though.
I do like Brother Messy though. That's a very good name.
You know, I left out something. It hit me last night. One of the things, when I'm overwhelmed trying to solve a problem at work, and this is very weird, and I've maybe for some reason my brain is fried. I think back at conversations on this app, and then, ideas start flowing just naturally. And you know how they were listing out the individuals you had to talk to in order to see if you can sustain it enough, in order to prove if you're actually going to go back to being messy or not. There was one thing that was left out. Do you remember? Not an individual, but something, a conversational topic that was left out. Brother, do you know what I'm thinking about right at this moment? Because we listed Norm, we listed a whole bunch of names and all that. We listed a series of topics, but there was one thing that wasn't mentioned at all.
What?
Spears and the chicken.
No.
No, that's between us. This
It is between y'all. But you, the rest of the room.
No, he's saying I can't bring that up because it's not.
Brother, look in the chat.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, can you change your picture? Because I can't. Every time I look at it, I can't see which eye is looking at me.
See, that's what I love. Brother Roger, let me tell you something. I don't care what you say. That man got a Dojan from Mississippi and Alabama in the blood. Y'all can't tell me the other one.
Well, I just want to say, brother, that in a world that rewards outrage, indecency, cynicism, etc., you are a breath of fresh air, and you are needed. Your decency, your quiet power, all of that is needed at this moment in this space. God bless.
Your mama. Did this dude just sound like a politician to you? You've been around politicians enough to be able to tell when someone seems like he's been practicing a stump speech.
I was digging deep on that one between work emails. Thank you.
Nope.
Not the cynicism line. Anyway, your team did good, your mama, yesterday. You guys got a good win.
I was worried for 1 minute.
and they were gonna win that game. But Haiti did what they could. At the end of the day, there are some things that you're good at, and there are some things that it's just not thing, And someday, hopefully, they might be able to have a good team and all that. I heard the Germany game was really good. Unfortunately, I couldn't watch any games today. I was really busy, so I haven't. So I'm definitely gonna put any work-related stuff aside so I can at least enjoy the US game, regardless of what the outcome is going to be.
Still here, viral. Still celebrating.
Wait, what happened in Venezuela with the earthquakes? Oh my God, I'm just catching up. Arch.
What did you just say?
The earthquakes in Venezuela?
Oh, that was the only way. It's basically been like a whole circle of earthquake. But yes, they had
Brother Trent. Welcome.
Wow.